conversation, you also said it would be a very bad idea for the IEC to try and appeal this and take it further. What do you think now that they've gone that route?
I'm really, really surprised that the Commission has taken this route. For many reasons, I think they are really ill-advised. The first one is that the Electoral Court indicated that they were going to give them the reasons later on. But that because of the urgency of the issue, they had to only give an order. And I don't understand the panic, and I don't understand why they're approaching the Constitutional Court on an urgent basis if the clarity they seek is clarity relating to the next elections. The next elections are still very far, and they should not be panicking in the manner that they're panicking. But they've got it all wrong in terms of the interpretation. And by the way, I tried to give them unsolicited advice long before this process. But obviously they didn't agree with that advice. And I'm not too sure what clarity they're seeking from the Constitutional Court, because the provisions of Section 47 are so clear. Chapter 4 of the Constitution deals with Parliament, and only Parliament can deal with its matters.
You said you try to give them unsolicited advice. Are you at liberty, since you brought it up, Terry, to tell us exactly what the details of that are?
No, the details basically was saying what I've been saying, that they are not empowered in terms of Section 47 to administer the objections in terms of Section 47. And I did this after I had seen their statement, where they were saying that they were going to be considering the elections and the objections and drawing the public to Section 47 and Section 106 of the Constitution. So I sent them a message and said, I think you are making an error here because we are not empowered in terms of the Constitution to do this. So what I've been saying is what I've said to them privately, unsolicited, and normally I make people pay for this advice, but I did it for free because I wanted them to make sure that they do the right thing.
And you've been at pains, Terry, to say this, that, Section 47 or the provisions of Section 47 are so clear, and you also said that the Electoral Court hasn't yet given its reasons, so questioning why the IEC, in your words, is acting so hastily. What do you think is going to happen, given this clarity? So, and what is your understanding of the appeal itself?
I don't know. I've not seen the appeal to the Constitutional Court. I only saw their statement, and I can only comment on the basis of that statement. But I think they are really ill-advised. And then, if they are not careful, after this process, it is going to be extremely difficult for them to be trusted in terms of managing these elections. I've been at pains trying to say the IEC must guard its credibility jealously. They must make sure that they don't do anything that is going to make people start questioning its credibility. And I am really, really nervous and very, very anxious about some of the decisions that they're taking. Because, if anything goes wrong in terms of people trusting that institution, this country is going to be in trouble. And I'm still trying to plead with them to try to look carefully in terms of how they take decisions. They must wait for the Electoral Court. The Electoral Court has told them, they told all of us that they're going to give an order, and then after that, they're going to provide a judgment with reasons at a later stage. So they can't now second guess what the Electoral Court is going to be saying in its judgment and rush to the Constitutional Court. I doubt they will even succeed at that level.
Yeah, I want to deal with two quick issues, Terry, in the time remaining that we have. That the impact for this decision that they're asking. I mean, they've approached the Constitutional Court, and as you say, all we have in the public record is that they want clarity on this particular section, the one we're talking about, Section 47, 1E of the Constitution. So likely they're asking for this decision to be given before the start of the election. So, but from your perspective, do you see it having any impact on this election or even on the decision that the Electoral Court has already made, specifically in respect of Mr. Jacob Zuma and his candidacy?
No, it's not even think that crucial for them to be rushing to the Constitutional Court on the basis of candidacy of one person. Because in any case, the list of candidates have already been released, and Mr. Zuma's name is there, like all other candidates who are going to be candidates in these elections. And then they should actually be now focusing on management of the process, making sure that we've got the free and fair elections. I don't understand the rush. I don't understand why they want clarity on section on that subsection in particular. Because if they want clarity in terms of section 47, it's got to be the totality of section 47. They've got to look at A, B, C, D, and E. You can't just say you are going to go to the Constitutional Court and only focus on E. Why only on E?
Yeah, and what I'm worried about, Terry, if, as you say, this is just so simple, given the simplicity, and you've been at pains to stress that, that the IEC just on its own in making that adjudication in the first place inside the IEC, the matter then being taken to court, reiterated in electoral court, not going their way. Now they're taking the matter for legal clarity on that same section all the way up to the Constitutional Court. There is, you know, it would seem as if they haven't done enough consultation inside the IEC, legal consultation, that they ought to have in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, the decision appears to be rushed to start with, because ordinarily you would have to wait for the Electoral Court to make its judgment. You are not going to rush the court to finalize its judgment. They're going to pronounce at the right time. They know what they're doing. Those are very astute lawyers and judges who are sitting in that bench. And then they must allow them to do what they're supposed to do. They understand their role. They understand the time frame within which they're supposed to be doing this. There is absolutely no need for the IEC to be rushing to the Constitutional Court without the reasons, and then only on the candidacy of one person, and only trying to get the clarity in terms of section 47E. Why not A, B, C, D, and E?
Well, we'll see how it plays out. Terry, as always, we appreciate your time and your analysis, because you do have a unique perspective on the IEC given your previous role. Thanks.